So are you looking at moving to the Triad area? Are you stuck between, should I move to Winston? Should I move to Greensboro? Which is better for me and my family? Well, in this video, we're going to talk about some of their differences and some of their similarities and hopefully answer some questions that you might have. Stay tuned. So everyone, first off, it depends on what you're moving here for. Are you moving here for work? Are you moving here for family? If so, then you probably want to be close to either the family or the work. But some people are moving here for cost of living, retirement and cost of living, just so that their dollar goes further longer in life. These people are generally a little bit more open of where they want to go or don't know where they want to go and kind of want to get a sense of the area. So if it's a couple moving here, whether they are already living here or not, I always run into this. They always want to get the best bang for their buck. Generally, one of them wants more land and one of them wants a very nice house or a bigger house. But their budget doesn't fit for both. So you can either have land or you can have house, but you can't have both. And this goes for first-time home buyers or second-time home buyers or third-time home buyers. It doesn't matter, there's always that struggle. And as of right now, today's the 16th of April, 2021. And the price per square foot average in Greensboro is around $120, and the price per square foot in Winston-Salem is around $118. So there isn't a great big difference. But then again, it depends where you're coming from. If you're coming from LA, $120 a square foot might seem like a heck of a deal. Or if you're coming from some of the other markets that are extremely hot right now or have been forever, $120 a square foot or even less is going to be way better than where you've came from. So what's the average home price where you're at right now? Comment down below. I'm curious to see what's the average house in your market. So next, what I get from people is they want to be in a safe area. While a safe area is a relative term depending on where you come from, prison's safe if you're in a jail, but unfortunately as real estate agents, we're not allowed to say what is or isn't safe for liability issues. Honestly, we're generally not allowed to have opinions of, well, any kind as far as the public goes. But what I can do is read some stats to you and also suggest that you do your own due diligence or your own reporting and see what a safe area is to you. So I will say congratulations, Greensboro. You made a list of top deadliest cities in the country. In 2020, Greensboro had 61 homicides, according to website link below, as compared to Winston-Salem only had 28. Now, obviously, if you're one of those 28, it sucks, but that's drastically lower than 61. Now, down below, I've left a couple links for you to do some of your own research. You can see where break-ins were, car thefts, graffiti, robberies, shootings, anything like that on this mapping software I found while I was researching this video. But don't go by just this. Again, I urge you to do your own research. That's my disclaimer. My get out of jail free card is to do your own research. I find it most helpful for people when anytime they're buying, really, to just drive around the areas. If you see a house over here that you kind of like, go drive that area, drive it in the morning, drive it in the evening, drive it on the weekends. Unfortunately, in today's market, you don't really have that luxury of time to do all that, but if you can, at least drive by these areas. See if they're areas that you would want to live. See what kind of feelings you get when you're in that area. Do you feel safe? If so, that's generally a better feeling than any kind of statistics you can bring up. When I have people moving here from other states, I suggest they just come here for a whole weekend. Don't even look at houses initially. Just start driving, especially depending on how broad of an area you're looking at. Just start driving neighborhoods. See what you like, see what you don't like, see what areas you like. Look at restaurants, if that's your thing. If you like bars, go over there. If you're near your work, be near your work. Just start doing circles around your work, getting bigger and bigger until you find neighborhoods that you kind of like. Nothing beats seeing these neighborhoods firsthand, whether it's for the good or for the bad. All right, now that we got that out of the way, let's look at a few things you might can do around Winston-Salem and Greensboro that you won't get shot over. Both Winston-Salem and Greensboro have locally owned restaurants, bars, and pubs. But if you're really a wine connoisseur or maybe just like to drink a lot, Winston-Salem is probably going to be your best bet. The western side of Winston-Salem makes it very attractive to wine growers just from its topography and terrain for hillsides and planting the vines. Take a look at this map. You can compare the topo of Greensboro and Winston-Salem, and you can see on the western side it's much steeper, more hilly. And when we overlay the topo map with the map of all the local wineries, you can see where they all run right up that western side, up the Yadkin River. It actually is called the Yadkin Wine Trail, where people will go up down through there and visit all the local wineries sampling the different wines. Now I'd have to say it's kind of a tie between Winston-Salem and Greensboro for food. Both of them have pretty much any restaurants you would want that I can think of. Both also have mom and pop restaurants that are one-offs and no one else in the country. These small restaurants, burger joints to even fine dining. If you're more of a white tablecloth diner, or if you're a fast food fanatic that just wants to get in and out, either one has a good pick for you. Now, green space and getting outdoors is important to a lot of people moving to new areas that already enjoy the outdoors where you're at. Whether you're an outdoor fanatic or you just want to take the family somewhere you can kind of just let them go, both Greensboro and Winston-Salem have great places where you can roam free. Winston-Salem has about 14 different trails, greenways, and paths for those that like to walk, run, or even bike, and a few mountain bike trails as well. Salem Lake is a great place to go for any of the above, as well as kayaking and fishing. There are 7 mountain bike trails inside of Winston-Salem, all that are connected around the city, and many more surrounding the city itself. Greensboro also has many greenways and walkways through the city. Most are gravel or some sort of hard surface that allow both walking and biking. Plenty of parking, numerous locations around the trails and paths. Greensboro has about 6 different mountain bike trails around the lakes of Greensboro, anywhere from beginner to advanced. Lake Higgins and Brant and Townsend all offer kayaking with a small fee. Brant actually offering paddleboarding as well. While all these lakes also allow fishing, it's only from boats, so no bank fishing. So let's talk traffic. I know that's a big negative for a lot of busier metros, but around here we really don't have that much. How are you supposed to enjoy these things if you can't get to them because of the traffic? So with me living here all my life and talking to others and reading on forums what others feel that lived in Greensboro and Winston-Salem, Greensboro has gotten substantially worse, according to most people. With numerous road projects, traffic seems to get to a standstill pretty often. But when I say often, around here, if you're waiting for 30 minutes stopped on a highway, that's a long time and very rare. Now, most people coming here from some of the bigger areas are going to laugh at 30 minutes, but it's a lot to us. Even though Winston-Salem also has many traffic projects going on, like pretty much all of North Carolina, the traffic seems to keep moving. Don't know why, but it does seem to keep moving, whether it's slow or not. So maybe you're looking at the future. Maybe you're bringing a business here for growth. In 2019, Winston-Salem and Greensboro both made it in Forbes magazine, yeah, that Forbes, as some of the best places to expect some growth. So Greensboro tied for 10th place out of the whole country with Raleigh, which that says a lot. 2 in 10th place in North Carolina, that's pretty good. But Winston-Salem was actually in a 4-way tie for 6th place out of the whole country. The survey was put on by Manpower Group of North America to get a sense of expected hiring jobs of companies in America's top 100 most populated metropolitan areas. Now, some people may not agree with this, but to me, when you look at growth, where are people buying and selling houses the most? I mean, that's what I deal with, so that's what I look at. So here you can see 2 maps, one of Winston, one of Greensboro. Here you can kind of get a sense of the areas around both cities that are seeing most sales. These are the sales of the last 60 days as of the 16th of April 2021, and also the areas are seeing new construction homes. If builders are building in these places, they're expecting some growth too, because these are investments for these people. One new thing or newer thing we've seen this year with people moving and the new changes in work environment is the demand for high-speed internet. With people working from home and schooling from home, the demand for high-speed internet is growing. So take a look at this. I found this handy little online map, and I'll leave a link below. So you can check out areas, you see houses that you like. You can also check and see what internet providers there are and what speeds are available. When you got 4 or 5 people all hogging the internet for YouTube or gaming or work, it's kind of important to have plenty of bandwidth. Now, I wouldn't hold this map to be 100% true. I found it true for where I live, but I wouldn't make an offer on any kind of housing until I've actually talked to a few providers first. So if you like this video, take a look at a couple of these videos, see what you think, and give me a call if you're looking to move to the area.